All righty, good afternoon, everybody. Let's go ahead and start. Thank you all for your patience and for logging in early. My name is Andy Rivera, one of the regional sales directors here at Pinnacle Financial Services. And today we're going to be talking about GTL's short-term home healthcare, excellent product you can offer to your consumers. Before we go into the in and outs of these exact products, there's a couple of housekeeping rules. Everybody's cameras and microphones have been completely muted. If you have any questions, there is a chat and questions tab on there. You can have those questions, and at the end of the presentation, we will try to answer them as good as possible. So let's go ahead and start the presentation. First of all, let's start on why you want to offer this type of products. Some of you have probably been doing this for a while. There has been a lot of changes in the Medicare world or in the insurance world per se, where a lot of the plans have been cutting benefits, increasing cost, and so you want to be able to expand your portfolio to be able to offer your consumers other options to help them where they have several lapses of coverage or they're lacking coverage in certain areas. So let's go ahead and talk about this product a little bit. So what is GTL's short-term home health care plan? GTL short-term home health care is basically an insurance that can help you cover those deductibles of co-payments when it comes into home healthcare services. It also includes a short-term healthcare aid benefit, a prescription drug benefits, where we're going to get a little bit into that, and some riders for you to choose from. GTL short-term home healthcare insurance will pay a daily benefit for each day you receive a variety of home healthcare services. The daily benefits amounts into the plans. There's 3 different plans, but the maximum benefit period is 360 days. The main thing that you need to be able to qualify for these benefits is basically that a licensed healthcare practitioner has to certify as having that you have a cognitive impairment for the inability to perform at least 2 or 6 activities of daily living without substantial assistance. So you're asking yourself, what are those activities of daily living? They're basically feeding, grooming, bathing, toileting, transferring, and dressing. So to qualify, just a nurse has to basically say that you can't apply for those two of those, or you can't perform 2 of those by yourself. You need assistance for someone. Right here on the right, there is some of the states that are covered in this plan or that have this product available at the moment. It's going to be Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, Delaware, District of Columbia, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Iowa, Louisiana, Maryland, and Michigan, Mississippi, Nebraska, Nevada, North Carolina, Ohio, Oklahoma, South Carolina, South Dakota, Texas, West Virginia, and Wyoming. Okay, so those are the states that are currently available for this specific product. So what is the short-term home health care? It's basically a part-time skilled nursing, a home health aide on a part-time basis for skilled care, or physical, occupational, and speech therapy. What are some of the things that Medicare does not cover? They don't cover 24-hour-a-day care at home, meals delivered at home, homemaker services like cleaning and laundry, shopping, personal care by home healthcare aides like bathing, dressing, and use of bathroom. So that's where this short-term home healthcare plan is going to be coming in handy for those consumers that need that specific aid. Let's talk about some of the benefits or the different plans that they offer. So for the home healthcare benefit, you can choose a plan that pays a benefit for, again, up to 360 payments for a variety of services, including skilled nursing, physical therapy, and general nursing. Plan A is 150 daily benefit amount, and we're going to get a little bit into the daily benefit amount in a couple of other slides. For the Plan B, it's $300 of that daily benefit amount maximum. For the Plan C, is a 450 daily benefit amount maximum. For the home healthcare aid benefit, which is an additional benefit, which is up to 60 days, it is Plan A for 40 per day, Plan B 80 per day, and Plan C 120 per day. So those are the 3 plans for the home healthcare benefit and the 3 plans for a home healthcare aid benefit. Okay. So let's talk about a little bit here about the different benefits that include. The skilled nursing care is basically care that's provided by a registered nurse. General nursing care provided by a licensed nurse, LPN, or licensed vocational nurse. Speech pathology, which is speech and language and social communications. Occupational therapy, which helps patients regain skill for activities of their daily living. In-home chemo treatments. Enterostomal nurses that specialize in urinary or fecal diversions, draining wounds, chronic wounds, and urinary and fecal incontinence. Respirational treatments, which are treatments of pulmonary disease, cardiovascular disorders, and medical social services will help with social skills and emotional support. As you can see, we mentioned in the different plans, for example, Plan A is $150 for the daily day. So basically in Plan A, they would be able to receive any of 2 services reaching to the amount of $150 for that given day. So just to keep a quick example, a person in Plan A who is $150 for the maximum can receive in the same day physical therapy at their house, but also speech pathology. And that would amount for the $150 a day for that specific day. With the same with Plan B, they can get the benefits up to $300 for the specific day, and then again for Plan C. And one thing that I would tell to everybody, because obviously this is a lot of information, if you guys do want, at the end of the presentation, I am going to be leaving my email. You can shoot me a quick email or a quick call, and I can actually send you the entire brochure of the plan. That way, you guys can always read over all of this and kind of compare all of the plans. Let's talk about a little bit about the daily amount. Again, the maximum benefit period for short-term home health care is $360. The benefits basically rest once they have been paid or required for 180 consecutive days. Now, $150, so this is how you guys should pay it to your consumers, $150 a day of benefits for 360 days on Plan A, just like it says, that is an amount of $54,000 your consumer can receive a year to pay for these specific services on Plan A. On Plan B is $108,000, and in Plan C it's $162,000. So as you can tell, this might be a great help to cover some of the cost of those consumers that need the specific home healthcare aid at their home. I mentioned before that this specific plan also has a prescription drug benefit. This is an additional plan that helps cover some of the prescription drugs or pay the consumers back some of the money for those consumers that receive prescription drugs. So for example, on Plan A, on Plan B and C, they can receive up to $10 money back in generics and $25 money back in brand medications. On Plan A, the maximum that they would receive, whether on money back, whether it's on generic or brand name, is $300. On Plan B is $600, or Plan C, $600. Again, these are consumers that are probably of high needs in their home. They're 100% receiving some sort of medication. So the plan will actually give them up to $300, $600, and $600, depending on the plan that you enroll the consumer on. I don't know about you guys, but to me, that's an awesome way to be able to help those consumers. At the end of the day, who doesn't like money backs with how expensive things are nowadays? Let's talk a little bit about the additional riders. We're not going to get too into detail into them, but I'm just going to name some of the additional riders that you can add to your consumers. So some of the additional riders is accident and sickness hospitalization. You can receive up to $300 per day for days 3 to 6 for benefits for hospitalization. There's also a ambulance rider. It's payable 4 times a year, up to $200, and no hospitalization is required. Critical accident, basically after ER visit, rider pays lump sum based on injury, and that's what you would see this chart. So for accidental death, 5,000, 1,250 for hip and skull fracture, hip dislocation 1,000, knee dislocation 500, fracture other 250. Now it all depends on the plan that you choose, that the amount varies. There's also return of premium upon death. Basically, the rider will return all premiums you have paid minus benefits paid in the event of death. As you can see, there's also a dental and vision additional rider. It was a short presentation. It's a very quick, easygoing product. There's not too many in and outs on it. Again, if you guys want the in detail brochure, please make sure you reach out to me directly. You can always contact us at 1-800-772-6881. My extension is 7722. Email is arivera@pfsinsurance.com. Another thing, I always encourage you, all of our agents and every agent, to go to our website. Follow us on social media. If you want to see all of the webinars, videos, everything, we release a lot of great information weekly on our YouTube page. All you have to do is search us at pfsinsurance.com. Once again, thank you everybody for taking the time of today, Friday. I know everybody just wants to go home, go out with their family, whatever it is. So again, thank you. I hope that everybody enjoyed this webinar and enjoy your weekend. Have a great day.